Maraming salamat. Thank you very much to Secretary Manny Bunuan for your introduction. Please take your seat. The Senior Undersecretary and Emil Sadayan and the other officials and staff of the Department of Public Works and Highways, my fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am, of course, very glad to be here with you to celebrate the 125th founding anniversary of the Department of Public Works and Highways. It originally started as a Department of War and Highways. Doon nag-umpisa, kakatapos lang nung gera. But you can see that the importance that our founding fathers who founded in fact, the first secretary was the cousin of Emilio Aguinaldo. Kaya in other words, dinagay niya sa kamay ng trusted niya dahil maliwanag naman sa kahit na sino na namumuno kapag pagagandahin natin ang ating bansa, kailangan talaga yung infrastruktura. That is a basic element. So that is why you have a long and celebrated history stretching back many centuries. The department's accomplishments have not only changed our landscapes, but defined our society as a whole. From the majestic government buildings, the large projects such as dams and irrigation systems, bridges, highways connecting our many islands, the public works has been at the front and center of the planning and construction of it all. It has also been responsible for building flagship projects such as San Juanico Bridge, Cultural Center of the Philippines. Baka naman sabihin nila, pangkalsada lang at saka tulay ang Department of Public Works. Tignan naman ninyo, award-winning yung Cultural Center. Tapos hindi lamang yun, yung inyong ginawa ng mga ospital na sinimulaan ng aking nung First Lady noon, First Lady Imelda, ay sinimula niya lahat ng mga ospital na specialty hospital. At ang DPWH din ang nagtayo lahat niyan. Kaya kuminsan ay hindi nalalaman ng taong bayan. Akala nga nila, kasi pag inisip public works and highways, yan, tulay yan at saka highway. Kailangan malaman ng tao na hindi lamang yun. Na kahit nasa mga social projects, na hindi mo sasabing infrastructure project, pero nagtatayo nga ng ospital, naglalagay nga ng mga cultural center, ay nakita ninyo sa buong buhay at kasaysayan ng Pilipino, nasa gitna lagi ang Department of Public Works. Meron pa, yung nabanggit ni Sec Manny, yung Pan-Philippine Highway na galing Lawag sa Ilocos Norte hanggang Zamboanga, na konekta, that everything was connected and brought Filipinos even closer together. So these are just a few in a very long list of accomplishments that the DPWH has built over the course of 1.25 century. You should be proud, for each of you has contributed not only to the building of these structures, but to the building of the nation as a whole. With these achievements in mind, I express my warmest gratitude to all the officials and employees who work in the department and the attached agencies and bureaus for serving the Filipino people faithfully for these 125 years. It is an example to all of us that through your dedication and industry, that we now have structures that produce opportunities, facilitate commerce, increase mobility, and protect the lives of our people. I also extend my special congratulations to the awardees we recognize today for exemplifying the core values of the department and for leaving an indelible mark in our society and among the people whom they serve. Yung lamang naman, parang napupuna ko, parang kilala ko lahat yung mga duman dito ng may hometown, si Yusek people, tawa ng tawa. Alam niyo. But I suppose kasi marami kami talaga binibigay na trabaho sa kanila. And they have served well. So I congratulate them for all their hard work. Now, it will not only be in specific parts. At nakita naman natin dun sa video na napakadaming malalaking proyekto na ating gagawin ngayon. Sec Manny mentioned it, the golden age of infrastructure. Well, hindi pa naman, huwag natin patapusin yung golden age of infrastructure. Ipagpatuloy natin ang golden age of infrastructure ngayon dahil naman kailangan ng ating mga kababayan. So to the awardees and to all of the members of the Department of Public Works and Highways, I hope your example will inspire your colleagues and the new generation of public workers to follow your lead. Build on your legacy and work for the benefit of the Filipino people. So as we celebrate this milestone, it continues to be my hope that everyone in the Department of Public Works will remain steadfast in its mandate as well as stay committed to fulfilling this administration's 8-point socioeconomic agenda by committing to construct and finish critical infrastructure projects on time, on schedule, and under budget. In line with this, I urge you to continue streamlining your procedures, preventing delays and costs and overruns, and enforcing transparency measures in all government projects and transactions. You are not alone in this. The entire government is there working with you to bring the synergies that we can bring together, to make the government more efficient, to make the bureaucracy more modern, more aware of all the new technologies and techniques that are available to us that we can use to our benefit. So let us work on that together, because what we have initiated is something that I am sure you have heard before, and it is not solely, we talked to the Department of Public Works, we talked to the Department of Tourism, we talked to the Department of Education, na yan lang. We are trying to put together a system that will work and will help each other. And so always remember this. Not always, despite the fact that I will probably say that any joint project, the Department of Public Works will be the lead department for the simple reason that you are the largest lead. But there are many agencies, and there, of course, are all the other departments, and for that matter, my own office are there behind you to support you, to make all that we undertake a success. At this point, it is probably a good moment to shift the focus now beyond just physical infrastructure and embrace the concept of inclusive and accessible design. Acknowledge the needs of all individuals, including people with disabilities, pregnant women, the elderly, the very young. Incorporate elements of our culture and history into our infrastructure designs to foster a sense of pride and belonging amongst our communities. We will harness the power of technological advancements and innovations in the development of our infrastructure systems. And most importantly, ensure the resilience, the dependability and adaptability and sustainability of our structure so that even future generations will use and benefit from it. It is one thing I have learned that we have to always also remember, kung minsan pagka nag-iisip tayo at pinag-uusapan natin ang isang proyekto, yan sabi maganda ito, we will build a building or we will build a bridge. And we will do it this way, itong design, ganyan. Okay, so what people sometimes forget is that the decision that we make today, we will have to live with for the next 80 to 100 years. So wag natin lang iisipin kung ano yung maganda ngayon. Kailangan tumagal ito. Kasi hindi lang na after 10 years, di natin gigibayin yun. Ang laki-laki ng binayad natin para diyan. So it has to stay relevant. Well, first of all, it has to physically survive that kind of time period. But more than that, it is built and designed in such a way that that which we build will continue to serve its purpose for the next 80 to 100 years. And that has always been part of the planning that we have been doing now. And it is a lesson that I learned while studying all the experiences. Marami tayong in other countries, marami tayong naririnig na flagship project, na napakaganda, napakalaki. Wala pang 10 years, nasira na, or na wala pang 10 years, hindi na kailangan, sayang lang yung ginamit na pondo para doon. At hindi na nakatulong sa taong bayan. So, yun ang dapat lagi nating alalahanin. Kung minsan nakakalimutan natin, because we only think of what the project that we want to do now. Let us say, whatever, especially every large-scale project, what we now call flagship projects, those will have to last for 3 generations after us. Pero gandahan natin at gawin nating tama at pag-isipan nating mabuti para hanggang sa katagalan ay nakakatulong pa sa taong bayan. So as we look forward to the future, it is my hope that the Department of Public Works and Highways will remain true and responsive to the needs of the Filipino people as you have done for the last 125 years. Let us listen to our people's voices, work with them so we can harness their strengths and synergize our efforts for the good. With all of us working together, I am sure we can form a united front and build infrastructure that will not only improve the landscape, but enrich and empower the entire citizenry. Mabuhay ang lahat ng kawani, ng kagahuran, ng paggawain at lansan ng bayan. Mabuhay kayong lahat. And happy 125th anniversary. Maraming salamat sa inyo.